What's up, everybody? This is your man, DJ Square Knot, and you're tuned into my podcast, Square Knot Live, where we talk about music, real issues, meet great people, and get into fun and engaging topics. With that being said, let's get into it. All right. So, what's up, everybody? This is your man, DJ Square Knot. Welcome to Square Knot Live. I know it's been a little bit since the last podcast, but I have truly been busy, as everyone knows. We've been doing a lot of good things. Shout out to DJ Information Group. I don't know if you guys could see this shirt, but DJ Information Group, group that I'm a part of, one of the admins in. Shout out to them. Yeah, shout out to us yesterday. We did a 11-hour DJ spinathon. 20 DJs or 20 sets, I would say. 30-minute sets is what we did yesterday. And it was truly pretty cool to do. I see you, Renee. What's up, sis? So, yeah, man. Hey, Top Flight. All you got to do is go to the DJ Information Group and just click on the the thing for request a membership, and then we'll get you in there. And it's no problem. There's a few questions that you answer so that we know the type of DJ you are and all that good stuff. So, and instead of, even though I know you, you do that because it comes directly from you. So, and that works. But yeah, you'll enjoy being in the group. And then we have weekly meetings every night. I'm gonna say not weekly meetings. Shoot, weekly. I know I'm still asleep, y'all. Excuse me. Weekly meetings every Wednesday. But since this pandemic has been going on, we've been meeting pretty much every night. In our meetings, we start usually around about 8, 9 o'clock. And I'm gonna tell you, sometimes our meetings go to 3, 4, 5, and the latest we've had is 7 a.m. So think about it. 12 hours almost, 11 hours almost, chilling with all your DJ buddies and everything. And we just truly fellowshipping. And it's not only male, it's female DJs as well. So female DJs are welcome as well. We get in there, we talk about the industry, we talk about the culture, we talk about the history. Then we just BS around. We have fun talking about all kinds of other topics as well. So, but yeah, so I see you. So we got, I'll go right from the top of the list again here before I get started on the topic here. I got my brother-in-law, DJ Black Rob. Salute to you, my brother. Then I have Hector Melvin. I got Renee West, Patrina Owens. I got DJ Top Flight. Salute to you, my brother. Aretha Best, a.k.a. Renee to me. What's up, sis? How you doing? Love you. Got Lisa Marie. Yeah, we got DJ Mr. Showtime. DJ Mr. Showtime did his thizzle last night, y'all. Y'all should have been there for that. And we got Big Rich, my homie, my brother. Salute. Yes. Robert J. Evans, what's going on, y'all? So, what I would like to do is I would like to really chat with you guys about this topic, because you're really not going to believe this. Y'all are going to be like, what? For real? And then some of you may be doing it. So it's just one of those things. But check this out. How many of you guys go to fast food restaurants? Now, I know you guys have seen me rant about McDonald's, it's been about 5 or 6 days. Some people thought that was really funny, but I was fed up, y'all. But how many of you guys do the fast food restaurants? Showtime, prime time. What's up, prime time? Yes. So, and then we got my man, Franklin Rohrer in here. What's up? Yes. Thanks for joining. Let me see. Wifey is, of course, buzzing in at a time when I'm on my podcast. So let's put her live on here and see. Oh, she hung up on me, y'all. So anyway, I want to ask you guys. So, how many of you? So, Big Dooley says all the time. Showtime says it's rare. Lisa Marie, hey, what's up, neighbor? How you doing? Yes, yes. I should have recognized that. She's down there in Houston. Miss you guys. Yes, miss you guys. Tell Jim and the family we said hello. Um, yeah. So when it came to DJ Vapors in the house, what's up? DJ Big Dooley. Salute to all my DJs in here. Um, Wanda Hillard Lamb is in here. What's up, sis? How you doing? So, like I asked a question about fast food. How many of you guys actually eat fast food? Now, of course, I ranted about McDonald's because McDonald's, when this one I go to, every time I go to this particular one, especially in the even time, because everybody knows that I do a radio show. It's called The Chill Zone with DJ Square Knot. And most recently, I have taken on a co-host, and her name is Lady J. So, and we have good chemistry together for the show, and I wanted to do that because I wanted to make sure that we continue to elevate all the features and functions of the show, and she's a great addition to the show. So, salute to her. So, but after the show, from 7 to 10, 3 hours standing up, playing good music, you're getting into the grooves and everything, you're moving around, you start burning, you're burning in, energy, you're burning your calories and all that. So when you leave the studio, I'm driving from down in the middle of Raleigh. And so by the time I get to the crib, the only thing that's open is McDonald's. So I'm like, yo, let me go over here and see, let me get me a little something. But I can tell you, 9 times out of 10, my order is always wrong. It got so bad at one time, y'all. And this is kind of off topic, but to the topic that I want to talk about. But it got so bad that I would go and order. When I wanted a double hamburger with extra onion, no pickle, this is how I had to order it. I want a double cheeseburger, no cheese, no pickle, and be sure to put extra onions on it. I had to literally ask for it like that. A double cheeseburger, no cheese, extra onion, no pickle. And here's the kicker on that. The drive-through person and the people that are listening, it didn't click to them that they say, sir, why don't you just order a double hamburger? They would put it in the system as double cheeseburger, no cheese. That killed me. I was like, wow. But I'm getting off topic here. So Vapor says no fast food for him. Yes. Let me see. Elaine says not at all. Drive through are yes, they are. It is on a trip. I'll tell you, it is something else. Tim Perry's here. Aunt Sharon is here. Sarah Mathis says not at all. And yep, Showtime. He definitely agrees with me. Yep, that's what they do. So, but let's look at fast food restaurant on a more positive side. I know you're like, what? Square Knot. What in the world are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, for real. Fast food on a positive side. Showtime says it's like that because of the young peeps in there. They don't care about the job service. They don't care about customer. Yeah, you're right. Customer service, they are just there for a check, and management the same. You are 100% correct. And I said that. And I said that all of them need to be fired. They don't charge more. They don't charge more for cheese. Yeah, it's crazy. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? That's crazy. So, but again, let's think about fast food on a positive light. So when you go to a fast food restaurant and you get your receipt, right? I always get my receipt because I have been known to drive off without a receipt open up my bag when I get to the crib and it is the wrong thing. And I get so frustrated when I go back. I'm like, yo, I ordered this, blah, blah, blah. And they like, well, where's your receipt? And you don't have the receipt. You can't prove it. Even though the person at the window may have seen you, or maybe even the person inside may have seen you, but you can't do anything about it legally, you know. So if they're nice, they'll do it. Otherwise, they'll be like, yo, screw you, later for you. You don't have a receipt. We don't have to do anything about it. So always get a receipt. Always get your receipts. Always get your receipts. Now, I say that for another reason, and that is, this is what the topic is about. At the very top of any restaurant you go to, whether it's McDonald's, whether it's KFC, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, Bojangles, you name any of them, right? Any of those fast food restaurants. At the top of the receipts, or maybe in the middle receipt or somewhere, it always says participate in a survey. And if you participate in a survey, which is usually just, you dial and you get tap a couple things, or you can do it on the app on your phone or whatever it may be. After you do that, they give you a code, and this code enables you to get a free meal, a free sandwich. Usually it's a free sandwich or free tacos from Taco Bell, of course, or maybe whatever it may be. So, like, for example, McDonald's, they'll give you a free buy one sandwich, get one free kind of deal. Taco Bell, KFC, they'll give you a free chicken crisp if you're going for KFC. And of course, if let's see, if this was Taco Bell, you would get something. Well, actually, yeah, you would get something else. So, but the kicker is, how many of us actually call in, take that survey, get that code, and redeem that food? How many of you guys actually do that? I'm waiting. My orders, and let me see, Robert Evans says, my orders always messed up too. They usually leave something out of my order. I have to check my bag. Yep. I sit right there at the drive-thru as soon as they put my bag in my hand. If my wife is sitting there with me, I say, babe, check this real quick. If she's not, I go ahead on and I check right there. I don't move, because like that time I told you where they didn't do the sauces, and then when I got home, where I had ordered a double hamburger, they gave me singles, and that just really frustrated me. And let me see, Lisa said, I don't think they have a hamburger button. Actually, believe it or not, they do. They have a hamburger button and a double hamburger button, but they are so used to people asking for cheeseburgers that it's not on the same screen. All they got to do is swipe the screen or scroll down a little bit, and bam, it's there, because I've seen them put on the screen before, double hamburger. So, and like in my case, when I ordered the hamburgers last week, that's what it was. I ordered double hamburgers, and boom, it came up on the screen. But then when I got it, it came in a brown wrapper, which is the hamburger wrapper, but singles. And I was like, and they weren't fresh, so that was hot about that as well, because they always say, these restaurants always say, I remember the one restaurant where you could guarantee that you were going to get a hot burger, hot, fresh burger back in the day, was Wendy's. You guys remember that, y'all? Wendy's was that one burger joint that you knew for sure, fast food joint, I should say, where you knew you was going to get a hot, fresh burger. Not anymore. Them burgers be sitting off cold just like everywhere else now. And they'll say, we make them fresh to order, whatever. And if you want your burgers fresh, I know I'm just bouncing around the topic while you guys are thinking about this. Have you guys ever looked at your receipts and actually called into this survey and actually got the code and redeemed the food or whatever it is that they're offering? Because I got another piece to that. But if you want your burger fresh, and let's say you go to McDonald's, You need to ask for this specifically, and this will get you your burger hot off the grill. Exactly what I just said, hot off the grill. So you have to say, for example, can I have a double quarter pounder with cheese off the grill? That's what you say, off the grill. If you say that, they'll actually put that and it'll be in your order. It'll say off the grill. So whoever's making the burger back there, if they mess that up, you really got them then. But they're supposed to see that, and off the grill are the key words to make sure they don't pull one of these burgers that's sitting up front that they've already made. They have to make your burger fresh from the grill. So remember that, off the grill. Now, if you are at Burger King, the request for that is off the broiler. Off the broiler. Remember that. At Burger King, it's off the broiler. So Lisa said, yeah, it's good to know on the button. I saw a DoorDash person suggest to the ordering a hamburger instead of cheeseburger with no cheese. Yeah. And the person argued that they didn't want a hamburger. Yep. I admit I never called and do the service. Yep. Jack in the Box has to make. Now, let me tell you, when I lived in San Diego, California, I used to get that monster burger from Jack in the Box. That joint was fire. But let me tell you who got some just like the freshest burgers that I love, but they don't have them here. In-N-Out Burger. Have you guys ever had an In-N-Out Burger? I used to get mine animal style, which means that it was fresh. And then animal style was just grilled onions. I couldn't correlate the grilled onions to animal style, but that's what they called it. Now I hear Whataburger. We got my boy Big DJ Big Dooley in here. They love Whataburger. They talk about Whataburger all the time, and that's like the joint. That and Turkey Leg Hut. They say that those are the spots. Those are definitely the spots to go to. So if you go to Houston, Texas, I know for sure, I don't know about anywhere else. I'm quite sure it is all over Texas. But Whataburger, and also if you like turkey legs, go to Turkey Leg Hut. Those appear to be the spots. Hardee's used to be great, but they've fallen by the wayside as well, you know. And I think, like I say, Showtime and I both agree, and we've mentioned before, where it's the younger generation. The younger generation, they don't care about customer service anymore because they weren't taught like we were taught. And like I said, if they don't want the job, let somebody else who wants the job and is going to do the job correctly go in there and do that and make the paper, do whatever they're going to, while they're serving people, because customer service is a beautiful thing if you do it right. And if you're on the receiving end or you're on the giving end, it can be a beautiful thing. Because let me tell you, my wife and I have been to restaurants where we've ordered steaks and stuff like that, and the steak is cooked so perfectly because we are regulars. They cook our food so perfectly every time that when I see the chef, outside of my normal bill, that would be like $150. So automatically, that's like a $30 tip right there, minimum, for that meal. I would go and tip the chef at least a $20 bill by himself. The chef, not the waiting staff. The chef alone would get extra money from me because of how well they cook the food, and also how they always take care of us every time we come in there. Now, there's a few restaurants that do that, and we frequent those. And then one of them used to be the Ribeye Steakhouse in Clinton. But our guy that used to cook our food a lot, his name was Jason. He went to another Ribeye Steakhouse, and we haven't been able to visit that one yet. I don't know if he's still there or not, but my man used to cook those steaks to perfection. And then there's a couple other places which I'm drawing a blank on right now, of course. But I don't mind paying for great service. I just don't. I'd rather, because I'm a food snob. So me as a food snob, it makes it hard for me, first off, to go to fast food. But sometimes we just don't have any other choice when you're on the go, you know. So it's just one of those things. But I try to make sure that at least I, with the way I request my food, that I go by it step by step by step to make sure that you do it right. And when it comes wrong, it takes me to a whole nother level, like if I was the Tasmanian devil or something. If you guys remember on Bugs Bunny and Tasmanian Devil, I mean, it was like that, you know. So crazy. But I see some people in here. Let me see. Yes, sir. Five Guys got them all. But yeah, Five Guys is pretty good as well. You're right about that, Showtime. Uh, Vapor said yes. Yes, sir. He agrees. They make it the order. Yes, yes. Y'all need to come visit and try what. Hey, you know what, Lisa? When we are finally able to come to Texas, that's one of the first places I'm going to hit for sure. Because I've heard so many people talk about Whataburger. And at first, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. The Big Dooley, you know, he has, you know, a kind of a country voice, kind of the way he speaks. So when he said Whataburger, I thought he's actually was saying water, like WATER burger. And I was like, what in the world is a Whataburger? Are they literally like cooking the burgers in water? You know, you know, people are able to do so many different things as it relates to culinary techniques when it comes to preparing food. I didn't know, but then he said, "No, what a burger!" And I was like, "Oh, as in man, what a burger!" So yeah, so I totally understand now. But yeah, I was like just tripping for at first. Um, and I guess Vapor loves Five Guys because he's still talking about the fries and everything else. So that's really funny there. Um, yes, yes. Showtime agrees, and it says, "Amen for paying for great service." Yes, let me tell you, Lisa. I do not mind. I do not mind. I Let me tell you. I have gone to Red Lobster or any other restaurant, but I have also, my wife will attest to this. I've gone to Red Lobster and taken a whole family. The bill comes out, and it's like anywhere from $300 to $600, depending on how many people are there. And I like, for example, I had a bill that was $628, but of course it was like 25 of us that ate, right? But the bill was like $628. I gave the wait staff $125 tip because they did such a good job. $125 tip. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Right off the bat, I'll tell you like this. If Tim and Neat are in the house and you give them great service, you're going to automatically get your 20%. Automatically get your 20%. Because I believe that, you know, especially now that I know how this whole wait staff and all that stuff works, it really trips me out how they do that. And, you know, salute to them. You know, you have to be a strong person and be very diligent and eager and focused when you are doing what you do. So I salute them because I don't know if I could do it. Because for one thing, when I'm dealing with people's attitudes, it might be a little bit too much for me. You know, that's where, you know, certain things kick in on me. So I just trip out. You know, I'm like, you know, let me stay away from what I don't know. I'm a geek. I'm a technology specialist, 30 plus years now. And, you know, that's where I'm gonna keep my lane. I'm a DJ, 37 years. I'm gonna stay in my lane right there, you know, and other graphics artists and all that stuff. That's my wheelhouse. Let me stay right there because you guys got a great job. You guys do a fabulous job at what you do. And again, I salute you guys. But if you treat us right, you automatically get your 20%, hands down. And then if you're doing exceptional, you'll get 30%. You know, and that's just what I do. I believe in helping people, you know, so that's just what I believe and that's what I do. But I love great customer service. Customer service is key for me. Let me see here. Lisa said, I don't miss that one. Let me see. Cajun chicken biscuit. So no to Popeyes. And you know what? I remember back in the day when Popeyes was like super great, super, super great. And I went to Popeyes maybe about a year and a half ago. And when I got the food, it was really dry. And I ordered some strips and I could barely bite the strips because it was like so hard. So I was just like, no. But let me get back to this question I asked. So some of you have already answered the question of that, but I think I missed some of you. On the top of your receipt, how many of you guys have called in, did the survey, and got the validation code? If you have, just in the chat box, just give me a Y for yes or N for no, so that I can count those up real quick. And then I'm gonna ask you this one question because Lisa says she loves Bojangles. And the reason behind that is because we could actually, especially in this time, this pandemic, we could actually help someone. It's not much, but we can help someone. We have these people that are on the side of the road sometimes. I know a lot of us don't like that. Some of us don't like the panhandlers, but there are some that are genuinely need our help. And sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you, I refuse to give them money. And the reason behind it is because the wrong thing happens sometime. And this has been confirmed with, especially with a couple guys that I've given money to, where other people have given money to them, but they were able to bust them utilizing that money for something other than taking care of themselves. Now, they were definitely taking care of themselves, but how they were taking care of themselves was a problem. And it felt like I was contributing to a habit. And I'm not talking about smoking. I'm not talking about like having a beer or something like that, but I'm talking about when you start getting on a drug level. And that's where I had to hold off on that. But they're standing out there on the street sometimes for hours and hours and hours. And you could take them a sandwich, give them something to eat. And I will tell you a little story about that too, though. So you could literally utilize that code that's on your receipt, put that in there, and when you go to your fast food restaurant, it has to be within 7. Some of them say 7, some of them say 14 days. You use that code. You go, and when you go there, you say, "Hey, I have this code in my receipt. I want to get this free sandwich." And if you are near by that individual, or you're going to pass by that individual, you tell them, say, "Hey, make sure you put that sandwich in a separate bag," and then you just drive by and say, "Hey, here's something you might need, something to eat or whatever," and keep going. So now you have done two things. You've first, number one, gotten these fast food companies. You hit them in the pockets when you do that, because they don't count on you doing that. So, and if I wish I had some statistics on that. I'm gonna have to look that up. But I can guarantee you at least 50% of the people who do go through fast food do not check this. And that's what they're counting on. Because if everyone did it, they would lose money, and you wouldn't see this at the top of the receipt anymore. And it's probably way less than, it's probably like maybe 9 out of 10 who don't do it. Because otherwise it would not still be at the top of the receipt. So if 10 people out of 10 people went and did this and got those sandwiches, or got whatever they, redeemed whatever it was, that would hurt them. That would hurt their pockets. And that would be their way of saying, us telling them, get your act together, or you're going to be sitting down somewhere else. Because I've already said that the whole staff that night that I went through, they should have been fired, including the manager. There was only 2 people that I would have kept, and that's because They were doing their job and they did their job correctly. And that was the girl that was at the drive-through and the guy who passed me my bag that realized afterwards. I asked him was in there, and he asked the other guy, "Why didn't you put this in there, man? You know, you told me it was in there." And the other guy, he thought he was the bomb jiggy, and had I was, for a quick second, I felt Brooklyn coming on, and every time I feel Brooklyn coming on, I want to smack somebody or something. So I had to kind of refrain, you know. But uh, redeem that. But on the flip side, the other side to that is you're doing, like I said, there's two birds, one stone kind of situation. You're getting them to, you're taking some of their money, these companies, right? But then also you are helping someone by taking that sandwich. If you don't eat it yourself, but you know, take that sandwich and just give it to someone. You're paying it forward, and paying forward can be a beautiful thing. I've driven through drive-throughs and said, "Hey, I want to pay for the the person behind me. I want to pay for their meal," and they'll tell me how much it is, and I'll pay for it. So when they come up, they're like, "Oh wow," you know, and I'll drive right on off. I don't look for anything, you know. I've been standing in McDonald's and other restaurants and seen people standing at the counter, you know, counting money. They counting little by little, and I'll look at the person. I'll be like, and they'll be like, "Sir, it's already paid for. Ma'am, it's already paid for." And he'd be like, "How is that?" And I'd be like, "Don't say anything, you know, just it's a blessing. It's a blessing to him, and that's what it is. And we should, especially in this day and time, if this pandemic has not taught us anything else, it has taught us that we need to come together and be thankful that that we're here, thankful that we're able to communicate with one another and work together and do what we got to do. So, and one of the ways that we can do that is by taking care of everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, sometimes that sandwich, I know sometimes I'll eat a sandwich and I may not eat anything else because I'm still good going for the day. I know that's not the perfect scenario, eating once a day, but it happens because guess what? We're human, right? We're human. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of those things. But just think about that. I wanted to present that to you guys to see if you guys actually did that, because it is definitely one of those things where we don't really think about it. It's at the top of our receipts. It's just like sometimes if you do a survey with some of the others, J Rock, I see you, my man. I just took the Popeye survey and they got a free 2-piece. Good deal, Dooley. Big Dooley is my man. Every time we on our Zoom meetings, Big Dooley's sitting there eating some chicken or eating something, man. He gets his eat on for real. Salute to you, my brother. Good morning, J Rock. How you doing, my brother? But so, and I'm talking about going to fast food restaurants, looking at the top of your receipt, and you know, calling in for that survey, get the code, and then redeeming whatever it is, whether it be a sandwich or whatever they're offering. And if you don't eat it for yourself, just give it to someone. You know, have them put it in a separate bag and give it to someone that's standing out on the street or something like that that may need it. You know, and that's just that way of one of the things of us coming together and paying it forward. Paying it forward is a big thing. So, and it helps you, and it's truly a blessing. I can't tell you the number of times that I've done it looking for nothing in return, and miraculously I'll give away something over here or give some money or give some food to someone or something like that, you know, out there. Like I say, you know, receipts or whatever it may be, and get, you know, sandwiches, be like, "Here, man, take this." And then next day or so, I'm sitting there going, "Man, you know, what's happened?" And all of a sudden I'm like, "Man, you know, I get a check in the mail," or somebody will say, "Hey, man, you just won this free whatever, whatever." And I'd be like, "Wow. Where did that come from?" I'd be like, "Thank you, Lord. I appreciate it." You know, I just want to try to do as much good as I possibly can while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I try my best to live in my purpose. And I think my purpose is trying to make people happy, trying to make people comfortable, trying to communicate with people from all around the world, and just let's just have fun. Let's enjoy each other. That's why I think another thing with me, when I fell in love with music back when I was 12 years old, and before that, my mom and my uncles and all of them used to play music, and I used to dance. So it's probably even well before that, because I remember when they used to call me to tell me to dance in the middle of the floor, and I know I couldn't have been any more than like, 7 or 8 years old at that time. But by the time I was 12, hauling crates of records and, you know, chilling with DJs and things of that nature. So by the time I was 14, get ready to hit 15, I was a DJ, and I'll show you guys, well, you guys have seen a picture like that. So, but it's just all in it is, you know what I'm saying? I got DJ, yeah, Disc Jockey Rice in the house, got J Rock in the house. Salute to my brothers. Salute to you. So, but music is, to me, I always say that music is my therapy, and it just has really helped me. So that's one of the things that I do. And I believe that through my DJing, a lot of times I pay it forward. And the reason through that is because when we're playing a song as DJs, there are times when we may put on a song, and someone in the crowd, when we are able to get back out there, but someone in the crowd or whatever, they feel that song and it takes them back. It takes them to a place in time where there was happiness for them, where there was something that made them move, and they just feel good about it. And that's what we do. Now, I'm not saying every song that you hear is going to make you feel good. It's going to take you to some memories, of course, not always good, but we strive for them to be that way. But we can't always say, because we're human. We can't read your minds. But we go off of what we feel we know, and we go off of reading the crowd, and it usually works for us. Big Fish, I see you, my man. Thanks for joining. So, but getting back to the receipts. Next time you go to a fast food restaurant, right? Go to a fast food restaurant. Just have a look at the top of the receipts, or have a look at the receipt overall. Do not leave that fast food restaurant without your receipt. But once you get the receipt, have a look at the receipt. Look on there. And if they say something about a survey and you're getting a free whatever it is, take that survey, get the code, and redeem your free whatever it is. And even if it's for you, maybe you might be on the go and be like, yo, I only got, at this point right now, I got $3 in my pocket. That'll get me a soda and some fries. Hey, with that code, you can get this. You get the sandwich, and you be good to go. Or, if you're already buying something else and you got this right here, you turn it in and be like, hey, put it in a separate bag for me. Put it in a separate bag, and then as you pass to someone, like you come up and you see someone standing off on the side of the road, will please help. We'll take food or whatever it may be. Be like, hey, I got something for you. Here you go. Take this. Enjoy. So you're doing some good. You're doing some good. So do some good with these joints right here. Do some good with these joints, and also get back at these daggone fast food companies as well. So do that. But I do want to tell you all about this guy. Now, we say panhandlers out on the corners, or I think that's the proper term for it. I had to give this guy a $5 bill because of what was on his sign. And I was so taken away by what he had on his sign. And this is what his sign said. His sign said, I am not homeless. I just need a beer, and I'm short. I was like, what? Hey, and you know what I liked about it? He was honest. He was honest about it. I mean, how do you not respond to that? And then check this out. On the flip side, it says smile. So he knew he had the perfect, if this guy was in marketing, he'd be killing it, because he got your attention, and then he did a call to action on you because he made you smile. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, here, man. I said that's the best sign I've ever seen out here anywhere, man. Here, take this $5 and go get your beer, bro. You know? So that was so funny to me. That was so funny to me. But it's truly been great talking to you guys. I know that I can sit on here forever, but I don't want to overstay my welcome with that, because I really do appreciate you guys joining in. This is my podcast, and you guys can check me out at podcast.squarenotlive.com. I post episodes there. I'm going to be posting a lot of episodes this month. You may see as many 6 episodes come from me this month, just so I can play catch up. And I got a whole bunch of topics that while I was driving around and stuff like that just kind of popped in, and I made note of them. Also, with my podcast, I am able to talk to someone on the phone and talk to them live. I would love to have, someone call in, or let me call you and get you on the phone, and let's talk about the topic. Let's chop it up, because it makes a difference when we can have a conversation about something and not only get my opinion, but get your opinion as well. So that, there's something that you may say that I'm not saying that someone else is thinking. So it creates a balance in the conversation instead of it being one-sided. So I appreciate that. Much love to you, DJ Vapor, for real, my man. For real, I appreciate you. One love. So, but yeah, so I'll make sure that I post the next podcast. I'll post it like maybe 3 days prior. And if you want to be in on the conversation, I can give you the Zoom link, and you'll be in here with me, and we'll be talking live, just like I'm doing right now, and we will chop it up. We will talk about the topic and move from there, and then also you will also go on my podcast that is also now on Apple, iTunes, Google Play. It's it's on so many different ones. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you all of them because I want you guys to know. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. It's on Stitcher, TuneIn, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Castro, Castbox, Podchaser, Podcast Addict, Deezer, Listen Notes, and RSS feeds. And I just got a note that I will also be on Amazon, Amazon Music. So that's in the process right now. Amazon Music, you'll be able to catch my podcast there. And what happens there is once I am listed on Amazon Music, you will be able to actually go to Alexa and pull up Square Not Live podcast. You'll be able to say, Alexa, Square Not Live, and my podcast will come up. So that's what I'm working on. And you guys will be one of those episodes. So it'll say whatever episode and the title and go from there. So keep that in mind, because I would love to really have you join me. And I appreciate you guys. If you don't have anything else for me, I would say that this is your man, DJ Square Not. And this is Square Not Live, the podcast. And we're out of here, y'all. So peace out to you guys. Much love to you. And until next time, continue to be safe. Please wear your mask. Don't have an attitude about wearing your mask. Just wear your mask. Too many people are taking this whole thing of I have rights thing to a whole new level for absolutely no reason, because they're only thinking about themselves and not anyone else. So we've seen this thing kill this coronavirus, just kill people because of something that's airborne. Look at the baseball. Look at the baseball games. baseball games. These guys just went into a locker room, played the game, stayed away from all the players, but just went into a locker room, and 8 of them tested positive after that, which basically stopped a whole bunch of games in baseball. Just to give you an example, this is real. You know, people that you thought were in perfect shape, perfect health, gone. So just count your blessings every day that you hear. And if you see someone that doesn't want to wear their mask for whatever reason it is, keep your distance. Keep your distance, because obviously they're being selfish. They're not thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about anyone else but themselves. And then they try to pull this, I have my constitutional right. I saw one lady say, even though the governor said this is a mandate, she said, but it's not a law, though. But that's a whole nother topic. As a matter of fact, I can make that a whole nother podcast and come back on here and talk about that. So maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll do that. So anyway, thank you guys. Check your receipts. Take the take this survey. Get your code. Get the product that they're offering for free, and pay it forward or eat it for yourself. Either way, do a good thing and go from there. Don't forget to visit my, like I say, podcast.squareknot.live. And if you want to make comments to my podcast, you can always do that on Podchaser. And also, if you're interested in being part of any of my future podcasts, you can also give me a topic. If there's a certain topic that you want me to talk about, I am glad to talk about that topic. And I will have you on as the guest, and we'll chop it up. So definitely would love to do that with you. But until then, like I say, this is DJ Square Knot from the Square Knot Live podcast, and we're out of here. Peace out, y'all.